morning. I'm Dan Dolev, Macquarie's Payments and Business Services Analyst, and I have the pleasure of hosting Danny Shader, founder and CEO of PayNearMe. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about what is PayNearMe, what do you guys do, and how are you disrupting the space?
Sure. We are a complete end-to-end payments workflow or payments customer relationship management system for billers. And most billers don't have the kinds of IT resources that are needed to build systems on top of Stripe or Braintree or something like that. So they need sort of application level software that can take over the entire payment experience, yet still adhere to their business rules that they want to follow. And that allows them to spend their limited resources on the things they really care about.
And how is that different from what Stripe does or Braintree does? What's the key difference there?
So Stripe and Braintree are essentially developer toolkits, very sophisticated developer toolkits that let sophisticated developers build really great payment experiences. The kinds of customers that we're serving don't have the kinds of developers or don't have resources to take advantage of tools like that. So we instead provide them with a flexible, configurable set of software tools that takes over the entire payment experience. So that allows our customers to spend their resources doing things like improving their lending management systems if they want, or their lending rules, and not spend their effort on the customer experience, which is what we handle.
Some of the research sounds like PayNearMe just goes straight into that market of sort of that untapped opportunity of B2B, which is worth trillions of dollars. Maybe you could talk a little bit about more of the overall global TAM that you're seeing for your solution.
Yeah, we see on the order of a few trillion of TAM, but it's not pure B2B. We're not doing B2B payments, it's a B2B2C payment infrastructure. So we're allowing lenders and property managers and others to collect payment or rent or tickets, if it's the court system, from consumers with a modern, convenient payment experience that improves their ability to collect and process payments.
That area that you're disrupting right now is done basically almost manually, right? Like
it's often, it might be done with a lockbox in the case of checks. The other thing is that consumers today need to pay their bills in all forms of tender. So it's not just cards and ACH and the modern things. There's still a huge portion of the population that needs to make payments in cash. In the PayNearMe system, if they're choosing this month to pay with cash, they're just walking with a barcode to a local store, scanning that barcode and handing over their cash, and they're getting a real-time electronic payment. By the way, they're probably doing that from their phone, but next month, maybe they're flush, so they're paying off their phone using their bank account, or they're paying off their phone using Apple Pay, right? So we allow that biller or that government agency to collect payments from consumers in whatever is the easiest way for that consumer to pay.
So you're talking about something really interesting. Are you referring to the underbanked population, right?
Sure.
That's a huge population. We estimate that there's 50 to 60 million underbanked and unbanked in the US alone.
Yeah,
so
it's a quarter of US households, right? We started as a company that built this real-time electronic cash network. Our customers, who are these businesses and government agencies, said, you're radically better at doing cash. Why don't you process my cards and ACH? What ended up happening was, by taking over all their payments, then we were able to take over the payment page, and we were able to take over the mobile experience, and we were able to take over the customer service rep interface, and we were able to implement the business rules to tie all that together, and we're able to take over the push payments and take over the reconciliation and all that. And so we put the whole thing together and into an end-to-end, essentially a configurable enterprise software package that does, for lack of a better term, payment customer relationship management.
That is very, very interesting. And if you think like 5 years out or 10 years out, what is your vision for the digitization of payments overall?
I think all payments become digitized, even cash, but cash isn't going away, right? So cash needs to be, and we make it that way, as easy to do as paying with a card or paying with Apple Pay or paying with Google Pay or Venmo or Square Cash or whatever. But there's still going to be an underbanked population. There's still going to be people who are paid in cash. Those people are still going to need to pay their bills. And what our customers want is one vendor who can tie the entire system together. They want one company that can integrate all that into a complete solution, and that's what we do.
Thank you very much for your time. This was very interesting.
Oh, thanks, Dan. I really enjoyed it.